welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an Auntie haul, which many YouTubers do. It's one of my favorite videos to watch, so I thought I'd make one and see how it goes. So the purpose behind Auntie hauls is basically just to look at all the new releases and see, is this worth spending my money on? Because brands are constantly coming out with new products. Many of them look like other products, and if you're anything like me, you have a million makeup products that you probably should be like using up instead of buying new products. So this is just a way to get yourself to stop buying all those new products, because reality is you probably don't need them and you probably won't use them up. So let's get into it and start talking about some products that we don't really need. Alright, so the first thing that I want to talk about is how Sephora is going to be inside of some Kohl's stores. I honestly think that was a very bad business decision, because I don't know anyone who shops at Kohl's anymore. It's just one of those stores that no one goes to anymore, and I feel like there's already Sephora and JCPenney, so why do we need to put it in another department store that no one shops at? I guess, like, because JCPenney's going out of business, but I still don't get it, especially when most people shop online nowadays. That I don't understand. What I do understand is putting an Ulta and Target. See, everyone goes to Target. Everyone goes there for grocery shopping. I think that's a great way to get consumers in to buy more makeup products. I mean, I'm probably going to fall for it. I'm probably going to go into my Target or whatever Target that has an Ulta in it and spend some money, knowing myself. But I just don't see why you would want to put a Sephora in a Kohl's. Who shops at Kohl's anymore? I personally don't know anyone that does. So I just think that's a little silly. It says that 200 locations will open by next fall. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, and I don't think anyone will go to it. So that's interesting, but I am curious to see what people end up thinking about it. So, alright, the next product I want to talk about is the new Hello Kitty X ColourPop collection. So I was like, when I first saw this, I was excited about it because I grew up loving Hello Kitty. Like, I had collector's items. My walls at one point had like a Hello Kitty mural on it because my aunt is an artist, and she also took me to Hello Kitty Con in LA when I was in the 6th grade. So yeah, I was obsessed with Hello Kitty. It's kind of wintry themed. It comes with 2 blushes, an eyeshadow palette, 3 lip glosses, and then like a lip care kit. So I think it's pretty. I don't really like the palette layout. I don't like that they're squares. And then I feel like the color store is kind of weird, and it's something that we've seen a million times before. Like, at this point, like, I don't think there is any palette that is super original anymore, because they all just look like each other. The lip glosses are just basic pink shades, and then they have one of the blushes is one of those really bright, like, candy pink shades, which I feel like they don't really look good on anyone. Like, it's just not a flattering color. So I think like for someone who collects Hello Kitty stuff, like, this is gonna be great. I like that they did a small palette instead of a huge one, because we don't need another huge eyeshadow palette. No one needs another huge eyeshadow palette. But like, I do know some people that would definitely like this palette. So personal preference, but for me, like, I don't need this. I have a million ColourPop products and a million ColourPop lip glosses, and even like the glitters, like, I already have all those too. So another product that I do not need. Alright, next up we have Beauty Blender coming out with Zodiac Edition beauty blenders. I feel like no one buys beauty blenders anymore because there's so many good dupes that are like half the price or less than half the price that were just as well. I bought a beauty blender once and only one time, and I never bought another one after that because I didn't see why you should spend $20 on a makeup sponge. It just doesn't make sense to me, and I feel like they're running out of products to sell, so they're just like putting a Zodiac sign on them and saying, here's a new thing, you should buy it, even though it's stupid and it's gonna get dirty anyways and not be cute. Okay, next up, Charlotte Tilbury is coming out with a crystal infused tinted lip oil. I feel like this is another one of those kind of gimmicky products saying that it's crystal infused. How can something be crystal infused? Another thing is that Charlotte Tilbury is always so overpriced. They're $40. $40 for one lip oil. That is insane. That is crazy. I don't know anyone who would buy that. I don't. Alright, next up we have another celebrity brand. Who's surprised? Because I'm not. So JLo is coming out with her own brand called JLo Beauty. It looks like mostly skin products right now, like glow boosters and stuff like that, and moisturizers. She has a serum, a wonder cream, and a complexion booster. They're all really expensive. The glow serum is $80. The wonder cream is $58. And the complexion booster is $39. Which I get, it's a product with her name on it, but I just like, there's so many products like this now. Like Patrick Cha has tons of products like this that people love. And I mean, maybe it's because I'm someone who doesn't really use like body products. You know, I'm just my pale self and that's how I live my life. But I can't see myself using that, especially paying that much money for it when there's a million products like that. Also, if you see me looking down, I'm looking at Trendmood on my phone, so that's where I'm getting all my information. I love Trendmood. I am constantly looking out for her new posts. I feel like I don't really use Instagram anymore because like Instagram sucks now, but the only thing I look at is Trendmood's post and then maybe a few of my friends' Instagram posts, but that's about it. Like, I think the new shopping tab thing is so weird. Like, why would you shop on Instagram? Like, why would you shop through Instagram? If I see a brand that I like on Instagram, I'm probably gonna go to their actual website instead of shopping on Instagram. That's just so weird. I feel like stick to social media. Stick to that. That's how we liked you before. Okay, now that I'm done with that tangent, we have another Charlotte Tilbury collection. She's coming out with a Hollywood Flawless Filter makeup collection in new foundation shades. New foundation shades, it's great. She has new lighter ones and new darker ones. I feel like every brand could expand their shade range and it wouldn't be a bad thing. So that's good. She also has some new quads. There's 3 new quads, which are $53 each for 4 eyeshadows. Insane, and I've heard bad things about them too. But they're all just kind of weird. I'm someone who, like with my eyeshadow palettes, I like them to be mostly mattes instead of shimmers, because how are you gonna make a look out of an eyeshadow palette if 3 of the shadows are shimmers and 1 of them is matte? How are you gonna like make an eye look with depth and like, you know what I mean? Like, how are you supposed to make a cohesive eye look with only shimmers and 1 matte? So, you know, that's another reason why I don't like these. I just don't understand why you would put mostly shimmers in an eyeshadow palette. It just doesn't make sense to me. Then again, they are $53, so I'm not gonna buy them anyways. Next up, we have the new Lights Lacquer Holiday Collection, which actually looks really beautiful. This is something I would spend my money on if I was allowed to paint my nails. At my job, I can't paint my nails, so they always look like this. But she has some really beautiful shades. You can get the whole set for $52, which for 6 nice nail polishes with like glittery finishes and stuff like that, I think is a really good price for what you're getting. And individually they are $9.50 each, which is a great price. I would spend money on that if I could paint my nails. Alright, the next thing I'm actually excited for, I probably don't need it, but I am excited for it. It is the new Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Creams. They look so pretty, let me tell you. I have been really into lip gloss, you know, when I'm not out wearing a mask, and these just look so pretty. I've actually never tried the Fenty lip gloss because I like, you know, couldn't spend that much money on a lip gloss, but now I feel like I'd be willing to. But these just look so pretty, especially the Fenty Glow lip gloss. I just feel like with lip liner and this lip gloss, like, gorgeous. I also really love the shade Honey Waffles and Cookie Jar. They're like really pretty. And I'm kind of tempted to buy them. They're $19 each. But then again, do I really need another lip gloss? Do I really need another lip gloss? Probably not. I would allow myself to buy 1 of them just to try it out. I don't need 3. I can pick 1 shade and that's it. Okay, the next product I want to talk about is from Too Faced, and they're coming out with new lip products as part of their peach line. There's the Peach Bloom Lip Balm and the Peach Bloom Lip and Cheek Tint. I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw this, I had no idea it was a Too Faced product. It does not look like a Too Faced product at all. Honestly, like, the packaging's not cute in my opinion, and it doesn't say how much they cost, but it's one of those like color adapting things that like adjust to like the pH of your body or whatever. And I feel like anytime anyone talks about those, it's like they say that it turns like this weird bright pink color on their lips that is not flattering. I just feel like this like looks like dollar store makeup, and you know, knowing Too Faced, it's probably gonna be pretty expensive, and I just don't think anyone should spend their money on a product like that when you can buy something much cheaper at a drugstore that essentially does the same thing. So that's a pass for me, and no on that one. Alright, next up, Glamlite came out with a new holiday collection, which honestly, out of all the palettes that I've seen them come out with, like the taco palette and the burger palette, I think this is one of their better ones. I still don't think I would ever buy anything like this. It's an apple pie eyeshadow palette that retails for $25. It has a blush in the middle. It's like pinky berry tones, which I think are pretty, but I just can't get over like the round packaging. Like, I would hate to store that in my makeup collection. I feel like it'd just be like weird, and it's something I wouldn't reach for all the time. They also came out with a highlighter, which looks really dark, some lashes, and a lipstick. 2 lipsticks. I just feel like this is really random, and I can't get behind like the cutesy like food stuff. I've never been into that. I just think it's kind of weird for makeup to be like that. It is pretty affordable. Like, the entire collection, you can get it for $45. So if you want to do that, you can get a pretty good deal if you buy the whole thing together. Alright, next up we have Dragun Beauty by none other than Nikita Dragun, who I do not like for many reasons. I feel like a lot of people don't like her, but I just wanted to talk about her new eyeshadow palettes that she's coming out with because they are interesting. First thing I want to talk about is the color stories. I feel like they don't go together at all, and I don't understand how you would create a cohesive eye look with them. Yes, they have that ratio that I like, which is mostly mattes compared to shimmers, but at the same time the colors are just so weird and odd. And there's a shimmery black shade. I don't get it. I don't get them at all. Like, the packaging is kind of weird. Again, I feel like Nikita Dragun just has this brand because she can and because she has money and fame, but I don't think she comes out with good products that people really want. Like, I feel like all I hear is criticism about her brand, and I think it's for good reason. Like, I just don't know why you would want to buy this unless you're like a hardcore fan of her. But if you're just any regular makeup consumer, you're gonna look at this and go, oh, that like doesn't look good. Like, I don't think I would get a lot of use out of this. So there's that. There's my opinions on that collection. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is P. Louise, and they're coming out with a new skincare line, which I think is a little weird. I don't know why every makeup brand feels like they need to come out with a skincare line. Like, if you're good at makeup, stick to the makeup game. If you're a skincare brand, stick to the skincare brand thing. I mean, especially a brand like P. Louise, who makes eyeshadow products. They make eyeshadow bases and they make eyeshadow palettes every once in a while. So I don't know why they're coming out with skincare products when they don't even make skin makeup products. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. It doesn't like make sense in my mind, and I feel like they're just doing anything they can to get some money. So I will not be buying this whatsoever. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the new ColourPop Big Poppy collection. So they came out with the palette a couple weeks ago when they did their big Cyber Monday sale. It was in a palette vault with the sunflower themed palette, and it's another one of those that's all matte, warm tones, and I just feel like Yeah, it's pretty, but I think a lot of people have this in their collection already, and they can make, you know, really similar looks with other palettes that they have. I know I can. I am interested in the other products in the collection. They're coming out with some new blushes, and they're actually coming out with lippy sticks, which they haven't done in a while. I have a few of those, and I really like the formula on them. They're like a comfortable matte lipstick, and they're also coming out with lippy liners. I love ColourPop's lip liners. They're the only ones I buy because they're so affordable and they work so great. They're my favorites. And they're coming out with 3 new shades of each. I don't think I'll buy the other 2 shades, but I am interested in the lightest shade of the lippy sticks and the lightest shade of the lip liner. I feel like that'd be really pretty. I also want to buy the blush in the shade Foxy. I feel like it's a really pretty, like, kind of corally peach. I really like those shades on my skin tone. Just because I'm so pale, I feel like they look good with my skin tone and kind of like warm up my complexion a little bit, so I really like those. One thing I don't understand about ColourPop is that they release a shimmering dry oil or one of those like glittery body oil things in like every single one of their collections. I feel like people who receive PR from ColourPop and like get every single collection that they release have probably 50 of these, and if you're being realistic, how often do you put on glitter on your body? Like, I just don't understand. They also came out with another face milk in this collection too, and I've given my sister some of them when she tried them out, and she basically said that they were like all like the same thing, they just smelled different. Which is like, why are you releasing so many if like the benefits are the same and they feel the same? They just smell a little bit different. I feel like there's no point in having that many different scents, especially when a lot of people don't even like scents in their skincare. So those are just like some of the 2 things that they keep releasing that I'm like, why? But other than that, I love ColourPop as a brand because they're affordable and they make beautiful products. So there are some things I like in this collection and some things that I just don't think are worth your money. But overall, I like it. I think it's cute. Alright, so that is everything I wanted to talk about in today's Auntie haul. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoy watching other people's Auntie hauls. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!